Okay, so as you can see, I'm beginning to lay in the sketch here, and although I took a photo of the image about the time, or just after I was observing it, I spent a long time sitting there, or a minute or two, observing it and trying to take in the atmosphere. So you can see in the sketch I'm doing, I'm not copying the photo exactly. I'm trying to remember how it felt, and especially later you'll see that with the colour, that's interpreted as well. And I'm trying to show how I felt at the time and how it felt to me. So you can tell, especially on the Telegraph pole there, that I've pushed the angle quite a bit. So that's what I'm trying to do here with the sketch, and what I'll try and do throughout. So yeah, the photo's there just as a reference for some of the finer details, and just to remind me of the scene generally, and to help me along with stuff. You'll also notice that there's details that I leave out, or things that I don't bother too much about the accuracy of. So I leave out some bits around the edge, and I don't detail the trees exactly as they are. Not too worried about that, because it's more about the feeling. And so that's my that's what I'm trying to do in the sketch. So this is the ink drawing I'm doing now. So I'm using only a couple of brushes here. One's like a studio pen, and the other one is a kind of a rake brush. And I'm doing this in a kind of a dark brown. I felt that was a good colour for the line work to work over, and to have the right feeling for where the light is going to sort of meet with it. Yeah, there's the rake brush going in, and I'm using that just for texture and to get detailing quickly. So it just helps. I don't have to paint it all, and I'm being a bit more refined than I am with the pencil sketch here, but it's still rough, and I'm not trying to be exact to the photo or anything like that. I'm just going for feeling again, and to get that idea of light wrapping around objects and stuff. Obviously I'm going to fill it in later with some textures and colours, and some layer effects, get the sort of feel going. You'll also notice in this ink sketch here, because I've got the pencil rough to work off, I'm making less corrections. There's quite a few more corrections on the pencil sketch there. I mean, later on I'll do quite a few more corrections on the last stage, on the textures and colours. I'm trying to get the right feeling there for the light and stuff, so I play around a bit more. But this stage is I'm not correcting much because I've got that rough to adhere to. So yeah, that's the ink sketch, the line drawing. Very important, name all your layers. There we go. Ink drawing done. So here you can see me loading in some of these scanned paint textures. I think this is an ink texture, or maybe it's a watercolour. And most of them I've got are ink textures, but they have that kind of feel for watercolour anyway. And I'm just manipulating them and adjusting them, getting them to fit the picture. And as you can see now, I'm colouring in, get the right sort of colours in the sky there. And I'm basing them a bit on the photo. You can see there's quite a few colours in there. And I'm also thinking about how it felt to me when I was looking out there at the time. It felt like there was quite a lot more colour in the sky than there appears in the photo, or it did to me. Things tend to seem more vivid when you're actually there. Sort of experiential thing that I'm trying to put across in the painting. Yeah, playing around a bit with layers, and yeah, very important. Name them all. Helps you when you come back. Helps other people too. I mean, I'm not putting a lot of layers into these things, so it probably doesn't matter a huge amount. But if you do work with a lot of layers and you work with other people, it's always good practice, and I tend to just adhere to it. So, looking for different colours for the foreground here, looking for a kind of brown colour, and these are paint textures. I think they're painted over photos. You've got some of the photos leaking through the paint here, and they're a bit reflective, some of them, which isn't ideal, but you can work with it. Try not to use those bits, unless that's an effect that I want in the image. But yeah, cutting around it here, just cutting stuff out, putting stuff in, putting stuff together, manipulating the colours, using layers, and just trying to go for that feel. There's a bit at the end where I do some more painting. Perhaps I'll come back and speak a bit about that later. But yeah, just enjoy the rest. So this is a bit, I come back in and I paint some detail back into the trees because they've become a bit dark. Anyhow, this bit's not on the screen recording, so this is comes straight from the Procreate. output. But yeah, I hope everybody got something out of this. Oh yeah, just in the sky a bit more at the end for more colour. Yeah, so I hope you got something out of this, and thank you for watching. Goodbye.